music section. I'm not going to put you guys back into slow mode just immediately. The stream over? No! Fucking 3 hours left. Come on. Jeez. Everybody's like, oh god, stream's over. Ah, stream disappeared for a second. What do I do? Panic. Ah! But it's fine. Fine. Follow up on that Legends entry. Killed 30 attackers beforehand and then looted. Oh, right. Yeah. People have the save file. And then looted 2 spears from them and then killed 390 attack. Wow. What was it? Was he just a dude? Was he like a vampire lord? What was this guy? Holy shit. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's get a very basic metalworks industry up and running. Work orders. Charcoal. Let's just do hundo charcoal. Then, I'm gonna smelt magnetite. I'm gonna make a magnetite stockpile. Up here, I'm gonna need wheelbarrows. Sorry, elves, you'll never forgive us. Let's just put 6 wheelbarrows in there. And make you into a stone. Mag stockpile. And let's also make... Jeez. I think 10 wouldn't be able... Yeah, I queued up ballista arrows again. A giraffe fiend? That seems bad. Yeah, so that's a demon. A giraffe fiend. Porter John! Hope you've been well, man. Thanks for the 5th month. Welcome back with that Prime while I was on break. Appreciate you. Also, Old Zwari wants a dwarf. Please at me with the kind of dwarf you would like. Also, gentle fish. Well, I don't know if I actually said anything about that one. Thank you. This is a long living fort? I don't know. Ask me that and if it lives long. I'm not planning on keeping it alive for 1,000 years or something dumb, but I'm planning on making this a fort for like a week or so. Maybe. Ral Raziden, the fish cleaner, has created Timan a dolomite toy hammer, and offers it to the Riverblades. Well, how nice of you. The kids will love it, I'm sure. If I can find it. Ah, there it is. This is the Dolomite toy hammer. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with llama wool and raccoon bone and encircled with bands of round Dolomite cabochons and rope reed and sheep's wool. This object menaces with spikes of precious fire opal. On the item is an image of dwarves in Casserite. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Riverdance by the Riverblades of the Nourishing Handles in the early spring of 251. On the item is an image of Gray Parrot Man in Casserite. On the item is an image of an Urad bean plant. Fire opal. I don't know what that is. Bone carver available, if not a stone crafter. Let's see. Bone carver, bone carver, bone carver, bone carver, bone carver. Looks like stone crafter. It's gonna be. Do you want beard or no beard? $17,000? What's 17,000? Oh, the value of the artifact, I'm assuming? I didn't look. Beard cat. Old worry. Beard. Always beard. Not always beard, actually. Some people don't want beard. What's up, Gris? Or agree, I guess. Been loving my YouTube stuff? Been binge watching them when you have breaks at work? Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the stuff I put out. He tends to make a small mess with his own possessions and tends to share his own experiences and thoughts with others, and he can occasionally lose focus on the matter at hand. He isn't particularly curious about the world and has a calm demeanor. He does not easily fall in love, and he rarely develops positive feelings. He is not particularly interested in what others think of him, and he needs alcohol to get through the working day. And he's getting used to tragedy. He generally values eloquence and tradition, and dreams of raising a family. And he likes Pericles, silver and clear garnet, as well as crystal glass and rope reed fabric, and traction benches. And the word of the musical lesson and the sound of the fancy glimmer, when possible, prefers to consume parch, custard apple, cider, and broad beans. And you hate lizards. Thoughts-wise, recently you didn't feel anything after being unable to pray to Stethad for too long, and didn't feel anything after being unable to pray to Deller the Copper Canyons for too long. I feel like I should make a proper temple set for our dwarves. I'm thinking we do them around the top here, but I also really need to make this into a tavern, which is kind of the longer-term plan here, so I think we're going to do that first. Only if that fits your headcanon, and don't go around and preach your headcanon on other people's headcanon, friend. That's just rude and gatekeepy. So don't be that guy, because that kind of behavior is generally frowned upon in this channel. I know that you just got here and you're trying to be friendly, but it's not really respected here. All right. If you're telling other people that things aren't real or your way of playing is better, you're going to get scolded in my channel, unfortunately. I think we're going to kind of do an open design for our tavern over here. Temples in the basement? I'm kind of liking that idea. Yeah, temple down here, tavern up here. Why does it say that chat can't redeem dwarfs anymore? Because it's on cooldown and for another 30 minutes. Only one person can redeem a dwarf every 45 minutes, so that I'm not sitting here redeeming dwarf, redeeming dwarf, redeeming dwarf, redeeming dwarf, redeeming dwarf, redeeming dwarf until I run out of keyboard space and dwarves to give you to. So that's why. Because it's so I don't have to do all of that all at once, all the time. Kind of thinking we build little stairways up to here for the dwarves. I'm thinking that would be kind of neat. So don't worry, you won't snipe another. Yeah, I've had to do my damnedest so that people don't get screwed. Yeah, you can, but it lowers the value of the overall temple, which might be bad for certain temples. But most temples don't care. All day you've been trying to get that button? Hey, man, it's engagement. It's engagement. Come on. Oh, it's because you already redeemed one. Or maybe, actually, maybe I have it set up wrong that you can only redeem one ever. Hold on. I don't think it's one ever. I think it's one per stream. Let me double check that. Do that, check. Oh. Limit to redemptions per stream. 1 individual redemptions per viewer per stream. Per user. Yeah, so it should be reset afterwards. Yeah, no, it's per stream. That's right. But yeah, I'm assuming because it's just not available. You were able to redeem one in the first fort, but not today. I don't know. I mean, wording wise, it looks like you should be able to, so I don't know. Overall temple value, you're very new to the Dwarf Fort. So certain temples require certain amounts of value to actually function. Not all of them. And by default, they don't. The dwarves will ask for you to make them certain values. So if you're overlapping stuff, it does lower the overall value. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that they'll be worth less. But anyway, no, I mean, it works because there's multiple people who have redeemed multiples of individual dwarves. And it's only 1 person per 45 minutes, so it's just on cooldown, I'm pretty sure. Another baby? Man, everybody's having babies in this fort. Alright, who's pissed? Two dwarves are pissed. Farmer and a woodworker. What do you want to do? Be with family? And you have 2 children. What do you really want? Our objects. Okay, I mean they just want to pray. Really, just get those that temple done. There you go. Just get them to go upstairs and work on the other side. Yep, that dwarf wants to pray to a bunch of different gods, so we need to make a temple complex. It's fine, though. We'll get to it. All right, so let's do mag. Smelt mag. There you go. Magnetite ore. I set the number down to 0. Which sets it to infinite. I'm just going to smelt it until they run out. How to make powder for casks? You need to mill them, and you need gypsum. I almost never do it because they are the equivalent of splints, and splints are way less tedious to put together. I usually just make splints. The open design of this fort. My goal was to make a fort that was very watchable. Like, that's literally my goal for the design of this fort. It's like, I want to make something that's watchable. I want people to be able to look at it and know what's going on, regardless of what layer I'm on. And I think it's working. Makes you think of the Balrog? I mean, that's an inevitability. I mean, truly. The music that was playing on earlier was this. Check, can someone... Hold on, let me just grab the Bandcamp link. I'll at you with it. Another kid? Holy shit. My god, man. That's wild. It's more of an evil lair? Evil is relative. Or probably evil compared to some people. I guess the dwarves must be happy in this fort. They're making lots of kids. Of course it's evil, blinds in charge. Hey, come on. Just because I unironically own a little slip that with my first name on it stating that first name and last name on it stating that I gave money to the satanic temple doesn't mean I'm actually a Satanist, okay? How's Strim? Strim's good. How's Wogarden? I've got a weirdly large amount of power now. I can startle a streamer with like 3 clicks and it's kind of great. I shouldn't be trusted with this power, but you know, here I am. Fort has the greatest mind in the world joke. Wait, hold on a second. Are you asking me to make a specific joke because you made a bad joke once? I'm accepting of all terrible jokes here, but I'm not going to let your terrible jokes control me. Come on. I mean, you could make a fort shaped like a brain. That just sounds complicated and annoying. Although, jokes aside, that does sound like something Cupa would do, though. She'd be all up for that. There's a lot of necromancers in your world? Yeah, I get you. What do necromancers do? They just want a lot of bodies so that they can make them walk again. Naturally. What do you think necromancers would do? Aside from romancing necks, obviously. Everybody have a bed? Nope. Not even close. '87 is so fast. Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a crammed fort. Alright, so set this stockpile as a give stockpile. It's gonna give to these workshops. These three smelters in the middle, so that instead of them running all the way across the map, they are forced to simply walk to this stockpile and collect the items that they need. Figurines are finished goods. They're considered crafts. Toys are like explicitly have the word toy in front of all of their things. Actually, let's jump into you and just remove metal ores from you. Let's also go to you. And remove metal ores from you. Well, no, I just deleted it. That's not what I wanted to do. God dang it. It's fine. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. You do that. And then I go here. And then I go here. And then I say, yep, done. Is there a glove there? Clean up your crap, Dwarf. Jeez. Inter, thanks for subscribing with Prime Gaming. Cheers, friend. I hate that word. I miss them just calling it Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime was much better branding than Prime Gaming. Farmer. Prime Gamer. True story, I've been getting more subs with Prime per day than I used to get in a month. It's been wild. But cheers, Inter. Or Hunter? I'm trying to think how I would say that, but appreciate you. Thank you much. Alright, well, I don't have any plant cloth. You're a gamer in their prime. Oh, okay. Fort's big enough that goblins are going to know that we're here. It certainly seems that way, Jay. Certainly seems that way. Hikyo, as well as Risu, thanks for those subscriptions. Don't you need to remove metal ores from your quantum stockpile? Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I was going to say, yes, actually. Thank you. What's defenses? That's a good question. We're basically gonna build this tavern and then the temples beneath it, and then we're gonna start building defenses. And also chairs. Screwed up that one on the end, I know. And also, Martianar, thank you very much for the prime. Cheers. Someone say prime. I feel like I'm I'm pretending to be Ninja whenever I say Twitch Prime. Too loudly. Seriously. Like, it irks me a little bit. I'm like, oh god, I sound like Tyler Blevins. Fuck! One of them. Part of the problem. Ah. Capitalism's winning. Happened to the Dwarf Fortress? Nothing happened, so we retired it. Hoy, Anandar, how are you? The size of this tavern? I mean, everything about this fortress is gaudy and stupid big, so might as well make the tavern gaudy and super big. Do I have something special to attach to bedrooms to tavern? It says 00 rented out because I'm not sure if anybody is there or if it isn't counting the bedrooms. If it's not counting the bedrooms, then that's got to be a bug. Like, I've seen a lot of people commenting on that, and I'll try it down here too, but like, in my experience, it works. They use the bedrooms. Yeah, no, you have to link them. You make bedrooms and then you assign them back to the tavern zones. So you say, assign new or existing location. You assign this, and then you would click the tavern here to assign them back. So if you're not doing that, then I don't... if you're doing that and that's not working, then I have no idea. If that's not what you're doing, then you did it wrong. Thanks for the 50 cents. Cheers. Almost a hype train. Not quite. Getting there. Thanks for watching. Combo Loco. All right, let's do all this. Make us a big old tavern. Tavern starts here. I kind of like the name the Copper Nut, so I'm going to keep the Copper Nut. We're going to continue being the Copper Nut for our tavern. And we can remove this tiny little crud tavern over here. Got a bunch of animals that are going to starve to death if I leave them down there, and some that don't care so much, but I'm going to bring them up anyway. You over here are going to be a new farm plot, and we're going to make pigtails. Copper Nut Tavern, yep. Holy shit. I still have a command for rules. What's up, Vinx? The Dwarves still care about sleeping near workshops? They haven't cared in like 8 to 10 years. It's been a long time. I think mining they don't like. Like they sleep poorly if there's mining happening close by, but that only happens once. Need some copper statues in the Copper Nut? Yeah, some copper statues of nuts. This is true. Oh, that's not good. The dead walk. Hide while you still can. Did you do this, Vinx? Did you bring these friends? You just got here. Blame Vinx, Chad. Well, I can't fight them yet. They're purple. They fancy. Pause. I haven't seen zombie goblins yet. I've seen zombie humans and zombie and like necromancers. Haven't seen zombie goblins yet. I love that they're purple. That's awesome, actually. I love that. Depends on how many of them there are. It could be bad news. Remember how I did say we wanted fun? We're finding fun, so that's good. For right now, we're going to be locking the doors. Thinking spikes. Tanker Red, thanks to Prime. Yeah, damn right. Banger alert. All right, so we have to be careful. I'm gonna wait for all the dwarves to get inside. Sorry, livestock. So probably what's gonna happen is they're gonna kill a good deal of the livestock. And then they'll leave. Bought the game last Tuesday, and it says that and suddenly the Steam counter says that you have 271 hours. Not to be a braggart or anything, but I win. I win. Good Lord. Yeah. It's not a fair contest. All right. Oh, I've posted on this forum more than you have? Yep. Well, Well, they shouldn't be able to get into the fort. So what we're going to do is I'm going to keep working on what we've been working on. We're going to just keep making weapons. If you're at 102. Chat, how many hours have you played of Dwarf Fortress so far? You've been watching my tutorials and videos the past week. Figured you should come by and watch my stream. Well, hello, Tanker Red. Thanks for swinging by. And also, thanks for watching the tutorials. All right, I like the one table that's the wrong color. That's just kind of funny. Watch them figure out some way to, like, jump off this and climb down into here. Let's see. I think I'm actually going to panel up right here. Yeah, there they go. I'm just going to build flooring over top of this. $90 hours. You got about 50. Bought it almost a week ago. Such a cool bridge. It's not a bad little bridge, yeah. I'm gonna have to do some fun tops to it too. Bob, or actually Tolas, thanks for gifting a sub to Bob, please. Cheers, man. We're gonna do these all the way across. Also going to dig over there. Toxic, thanks for gifting out a sub to Captain Haddock. Tintin's fantastic, by the way. How's the trade caravan getting down there? Because they don't bring wagons until you're a barony or have royals in your fort. Until then, they only bring basic carts, push carts. We're gonna hype train it this time? Almost there. You guys do way too much for me. It's crazy. We're gonna do ramps. It's gonna give it kind of a slanted ceiling feel. We're also gonna do ramps up top. Hype something. This is the one problem with being a super chill stream, is like, when people do hype trains, it just feels out of place. It's like, I'm supposed to be loud and shit. You got more hours than me? Wow. That's impressive. Actually looks really nice with the ramps. Thanks for gifting out another. Thanks for gifting out a sub to Tankster. Martian MR. Cheers. And thanks for the $1 double minis. That looks really cool, actually. I used to just do these with ramps all the time, but something streamer hype. Something raw. You have 58 hours. This game may as well be heroin. I mean, I don't think it's much like heroin, but it is certainly a difficult game to stop playing once you start. We'll just leave that as is. That's fine. Just cram one of these in here. I don't let the game run overnight. All my hours are legit. So I'm either recording, editing, or streaming with my hours. So it's certainly possible to have more hours than me. It's certainly possible. That wouldn't surprise me at all, in fact. Vix, thanks for the 4th month. Welcome back. All right, so we got all these iron bars. Let's make iron spear. Just do 20. And let's make iron shields. And do 20. Because I don't have any flexstone. Anywhere on the map, even. Only ran overnight to do custom world gen? Yeah, I haven't even done that. I mean, it's definitely idled a bit. Like, while I'm, like, you know, sitting here and editing stuff, but... Also, gloves, thanks for the 25 cents. So as for entrance, I'm thinking entryway, because I like this big ol' central walkway, right? I'm thinking entryway is going to kind of be like this, basically. I think it's going to be like this. Except around halfway through, I'm going to start channeling it down.
Crypt beer.
And then it's going to spiral down a little bit and probably pop out somewhere in the peat. Is it just flavor? All right, so it's not just flavor. Different materials are better for different weapon types. So as an example, silver makes really shitty swords because weapon damage is based on weight and sharpness, and different metals have different weights and different sharpness. So as an example, heavy metals like silver are better for blunt weapons, so like maces and hammers, whereas sharp metals like steel or adamantine are far better for swords or axes. And they want me to upgrade their guild hall because the Hall of Passes has many members in Riverdance and now requires a grand guild hall. They would like their guild hall to be better. All right, well, which is this zone right here. What's the value of it right now? It's 3,000 out of 10,000. I gotta say, I love the little cloth over the statue in there. Just sitting there. It's such a nice touch. Let's try that. Dimitri! So you have this problem where you have one temple for religion because I'm lazy and lazy to make the others, but some dwarf placed a log in the middle of the temple so to worship another god, and now bunch of dwarves are huddled around this log worshiping it, and now you're terrified. I don't see this as a problem. Seems fine. So how do you know they're worshiping another god with it? That's interesting. Your people won't move prepared meals into the stocks. Where should you look? You have a stock in your kitchen, but they probably... Do you have barrels? Probably need barrels. They need barrels or pots to put it in. Pedestal. Rock pedestal. We have a lot of barrels. They won't do this. Well, there's clearly something missing, so I would go through the steps. Make sure you have barrels. Make sure that they have a stockpile that's big enough. Make sure that everything is set up. But I'm not sure. Unless, the only thing I really could think of would be, went into work orders, standing orders. I think it's in standing orders. Automate kitchen, do not automate kitchen. There's like an ignore food button. Workers gather food, workers ignore food. If you have that set to workers ignore food, then that would be the cause of it. Chad, thanks for the small hype train. Here's guys. But yeah, that would be a source of it. Or the stockpile could just be full. Yeah, there's also that. Might need some bins. They don't put foodstuffs in bins. All right, so we're going to call this tavern up here done. Everything's full of fluffy lamblers. And then down here, we're going to do, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 temples. Make these fun shapes. Squares are boring. All right, let's do this. Gonna be our temple complex. All right, that should be fine, I think. And then we can also go from up here and go down. Go a little further up. Yeah, we'll just do that. Wait. Yeah, the nicer the value of the temples, the happier the dwarves are about worshipping in them. But they started to store stuff? Well, seems like the problem is solved. Seems like the problem is solved. Perfect, exactly. Also, Astro Hunter redeemed a dwarf. So what kind of dwarf would you like? Just at me with it. We'll get you named up in here. The game is scared of him? I don't know about that. Why would the game be scared of me? Come on. I can tell you this, game's not scared of me. I'm scared of this game. Any good military dwarves in the fort? No good military dwarves in the fort. We're just getting military started now, so... saying good military is, define good. Apparently, Kit Fox has reduced the price of Dwarf Fortress in Ukraine by 20%. All right, what are we up to? Midsummer? No, nobody's even started training yet. I got 4 dwarves in a squad that beat a giant to death, and that's it. I have no military. So if you want military, I could refund that and you could try again later. Or you could take somebody who's in the squad and sucks, because they all suck. Or I could give it to somebody else. Like as in a different kind of dwarf. Like, literally, I haven't even started training yet, so. Who the 2 extremely unhappy dwarves are? One of them's a woodcrafter who's just perplexing to me, and then the other one, I'm not sure. I mean, I'd need a library for you to be a scholar. Squad leader, then? I'm pretty sure squad leader's already taken. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, hold up. Is he? Yeah, squad leader's already taken. Next choice. Because that's Warfu. I'm sorry, I can't just, like, give you the perfect dwarf, unfortunately. There was a visitor dancer in your fort, and they turned into a rhinoceros. How do you restrict them from going inside if you have the suspicion of a visitor fast enough? You click on them and you tell them to leave. You can expel them. And any other dwarf in the squad? Okay. We'll give you English. Fish. Oh. It's like I don't even have a squad that's training yet, so. There you are. Farmer. Currently. You don't need to prioritize military in this game at all, and I prioritize dwarven happiness way before I prioritize military, so. He is a nervous wreck and given to flights of fancy. To the point of distraction, he's a pessimist and quick to anger, likes to brawl, and doesn't often feel envious of others. He's quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture, and he tends to consider what others think of him. He has a tendency to go it alone without considering the advice of others, and he has a noticeable lack of perseverance. He needs alcohol to get through the working day. Dreams of mastering a skill and personally believes that truth is unavoidable regardless of the cost. He does not respect the law and values decorum and dignity and proper behavior. This dwarf seems like a problem. He likes gypsum, plaster, and lead, and red cinnamon, and helms and chickens for their clucking, and giant mosquitoes for their ability to feast on blood. What the fuck is wrong with you? He likes pineapple plants for their fruit, and the words of the musical lesson, and the sight of the lances of glitter, and when possible prefers to consume koala, char, and tapir cheese, and turnip wine, and absolutely hates hamsters. Perfect for you? Well, I'm glad. You're a competent swords dwarf. Well, you're going to be a spear dwarf pretty soon. Relations-wise, you have parents. Your niece is in the fort, who is a prophet. You worship several deities, and you've got no friends, but plenty of passing acquaintances. Very much seems like a dwarf. Welcome to the fort. Aside from fun, of course. Well, I mean, there's a siege of a couple zombies on the surface. If they were just goblins, I would have totally sent the dwarves out to beat them to death, but there's zombies and necromancers, which I know we'll lose, right? So there's no reason to try it. I mean, it's like you might as well just like take your time building because the game lets you. So do the thing that the game lets you do. This is the way I see it. You're enjoying fun a little bit too much, Anander. Careful with that. It's a dangerous power. All right. This is going to be where we're going to train. New to the game, been watching tons of YouTube before trying to attempt to play. Game seems overwhelming. It's not that bad once you get into it. I mean, it certainly has its moments of being very overwhelming, and it also has its moments of being whelming, so. It's a lot initially, but once you understand the game's verbiage, it becomes a lot easier. Hammers are, in fact, go-to for undead, but you need silver for hammers. We're going to be using spears. Well, I mean, we could use iron hammers, but they're just not great. It's funny because I've been hearing people stating that they're seeing, like, other streamers I know have been reaching out to me saying, hey, I've been seeing your emotes in my chat a lot. Are you okay? Like, what's happening? Like, completely unrelated to Dwarf Fort. Like, people who've never streamed Dwarf Fort. Why not steel? Because we have no flux in this map. Can't make steel if you got no flux. And I use rare mineral spawning so that we don't get stupid numbers of minerals. Exporting coffins is prohibited. Oh my god, how will we ever survive? Yeah, but you really don't want to make weapons out of obsidian. That's like, oh god, there's absolutely no metal on this map. And they kind of suck. We'll see you later, Sunday. Your mayor banned the export of amulets. Good thing amulets aren't that good of an export material anymore. All right, well, let's just keep digging, shall we? Because this is where we are getting our ore from. Your broker won't leave the bar to trade like ever. He just keeps sleeping and telling stories. Sounds like your broker needs to be reprofessioned. Your broker probably should be a tavern performer. And your broker should unless like you haven't selected the need broker, but sometimes like you can end up with brokers who like actually just refuse to trade. I've certainly had that happen before. If they just like being in the tavern too much, you might want to make them into a tavern keeper or performer instead. Although alternatively, you could still like keep them as a broker, but just make sure that you click the broker requested a depot button. If you haven't done that, then yeah, maybe you need a new broker. And make sure that they've got an office to do diplomacy stuff at. All right, so up here, this is going to be my barracks. I'm going to let them sleep in their own bedrooms because they're not going to be far. We're also going to remove these. Done. So this is going to be for these guys, and we're not going to get them to sleep here. We are going to see if we can get them to store their stuff in here. We're going to go over to this squad, go to schedule, and set them to train constantly. Is Dolomite Flux? I mean, if so, I'm super down to use Flux. Are we out of fuel? Never mind. No, we're not out of fuel. You're lying to me, game. Tons of charcoal right there. fine. Fuck you. I'll make a charcoal stockpile. But I swear I checked a minute ago, and it's like, you don't have flux. I was like, okay. Pretty sure it didn't say that we had any on the map, but we'll see. Bitch, I got tons of fuel. Quit telling me I don't have fuel. Literally all fuel. Did I accidentally make one magma smelter or something? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. I know what I did wrong. Connected you to the wrong stockpile. Give that. Give that. Wait, no. Okay, I even more so understand what I did wrong. So I set up give stockpiles and forgot to set up one for this one. And yeah, okay, never mind. I understand. I get what's the problem here. Don't mind me. I know what I'm doing. I've just been playing this game too long today. My brain's shutting off. Okay, let's try this again. Can I do that? Smelt cassiterite ore, smelt magnetite ore. So, no, it's not, because this would be where I make steel bars. Or where I'd make pig iron bars. Let's just make one pig iron bar and we'll see. I'm like 99% certain it's not gonna work, but where's iron bars? Bitch, I got tons of iron bars. They're right there. Was there? There certainly was. I don't know if there is any more. Might be under this. Which I actually haven't looked at yet, by the way. They're not connected via the stockpile? This stockpile's not connected to anything. They don't need to be connected via stockpiles. So, no, I'm like... Okay, there we go. Now it's letting me. Let's just make one real quick. Let's see if it lets me make steel. I mean, I'm inclined to believe you, but I was pretty sure that dolomite wasn't... Or isn't. Right material, but... Well, because I'm making a bunch of iron shit, which is fine, but... But yeah, I think you might be right. Yeah, okay, fine, fuck it. We will cancel the iron stuff and make steel. You are correct. Let's just do 40. Steel spear. Steel helm. Steel shield. That's gonna be too much. So we're gonna need pig. Another 10. Thoughts on Heelys? I'm not a child. I don't use child's toys. I have plenty of pigs in my fort. Use your Flux minecart to go 88 miles per hour. Should ask Vinsati about the Dwarven space program if he's ever in here again. I have never had a single passing remote interest in Heelys. I think they are remarkably stupid. Like, if you want to know my genuine thoughts on Heelys, That's my genuine thoughts on Heelys. I think that they're remarkably stupid. It's an extremely effective method of breaking your nose. Yep, the siege is still going. Well, I mean, I've come close enough to breaking enough bones in my body. I don't need more. Enjoy your lurks, the yogurt from Mars. Ask more stupid questions, Christus, and you'll just keep getting dismissive, mildly perplexed / annoyed answers. It's totally your call, man. But like, all you'll ever get. I use my feet to get places. I walk places. Breaking bones isn't that bad? Sure. You're welcome to break any bones you want whenever. I will not. Simple as that. And I'm not going to judge you if that's what you're into. Some things just ain't worth it. I can tell you for a fact it's not worth it. Spent enough time in hospitals already in my life. I don't need to participate in terrible ideas that cause me to spend more time in hospitals. What the fuck is this conversation? Chat's asking me what I think about Heelys. And I'm informing them that the concept of an adult even having an opinion on Heelys, aside from my kid wears them, just proves that you need to grow up a little. I own 2 pairs of shoes. I have hiking boots and I have runners, and that's it. How much food and drink is too much? When your game starts lagging. Oh no, that sucks. Double D's. That's awful. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That sounds awful. Yes, I am in fact live. You just watched my tutorial LPs on YouTube. Thanks for the smooth introduction. You've given you a Dwarf Fortress, Strike the Earth. Hell yeah. Thanks for swinging by and saying hello. If they made them in your size, you'd wear them, especially if they lit up. All right, that's fine. I need to just not buy things that include useless plastic that don't really do anything of benefit aside from end up in a landfill. And over-designing items, such as, you know, adding LEDs and shit to them, is literally that. So, my version of not growing up is the fact that I own a Discman. You know? You do what you want to do. But if you want to continue pumping useless plastic into landfills, be my guest. At least my toys have a physical benefit. I can listen to music on them and repair them. No, just mid-20-somethings that don't want to grow up use Heelys. An interesting spot to stop digging. Oh, it's because they're all running up here. It's their 3D printer. I have so much beef against 3D printers. Such a fucking waste of plastic. I worked in manufacturing briefly. in a place that my dad works, where my dad's head of robotics and automation, and that entire industry just makes me viscerally angry now, because I'm well aware of how wasteful it is, and I feel the same way about 3D printing. So 3D printing at the very least has like some theoretical fascinating possibilities, but like consumer grade like 3D printing is a vile waste of everything. But you know, you have your hobbies, live your lives. Don't let my opinions ruin it. All right, so we got armor stands. Let's do weapon racks. Just remember, if I have a harsh take on something, don't take it personally. I got lots of harsh takes. About how you feel about shipping from China. Depends on the item, but majority of them, yeah, I tend to agree. On your Warhammer figures? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, Warhammer isn't exactly helping the issue. Hey, that dwarf finally just went off and be depressed. I'm not totally sure why these dwarves are super depressing. It's like we got 3 real pissed off dwarves pretty consistently, and it's like, I'm not sure what I've done to you, but apparently I've done something to offend you and your family. You know, it's having a... I don't know about that. You know, it's a vile waste of money. I was going to say subscribing to me on Twitch, but I won't stop you from doing that. All right, let's do that, and that, and then you up here. It's money well spent. I hope so. Netflix is a pretty vile waste of money. I should stop spending money on that shit. All right, so temple. 34 worshippers, Jesus. Well, let's do one of that. The perplexing cat of seers is the most popular god, followed by Imest. Temple. Wow. Stithad's a very popular god. Anyway. Love you, chat. Only subscribe to Shudder because you're cultured. I usually subscribe to Shudder temporarily for about 1 month. Usually around Halloween, for obvious reasons. Shudder is a good use of like $6 once in a while. Where I get all my John Carpenter movies. This is going to be another temple. Wow, there's some pretty popular gods in this fort. All right. Temple. We've got you, the god of jewels. Out of minerals. Man, death and disease, pretty popular here. Let's just set you as no specific deity. Did I not just increase your priority? Nope, I did. Okay. Then 80+ streaming networks now? Yeah, I tend to agree. Remember when, like, Netflix was cheap? I remember, like, subscribing to Netflix, I think it was for, like, $7 a month Canadian. It was, like, the price of a Twitch sub is now. Yellow Yoshi, thanks for subscribing on Twitch and spending your money on a vile waste of money like me. As somebody who is both vile and probably a waste, I appreciate it. Thank you. You are better than... It's just the Swedish Public Library. Come on. I found my pigs. All right, there we go. We got steel gear coming along. Let's get some more dwarves in that military squad. Another competent spear dwarf. Competent swords dwarf. Half of them are currently all equipping new gear anyway. How many subs for the next emote slot? Give me a second. I gotta open up a different tab. And we can put diamond in there as well. Currently, we are at what? Well, we're at 1,897 overall. And for another emote slot, I never got the DVDs from there. I got DVDs from Redbox back in the day. We're at 1,945 subscriber points, and we need 2,000. So 55 subscriber points away. Also worth noting, I did say that if I hit 1,000 or 2,000 total subscribers, just like number overall, I will go get a Dwarf Fortress tattoo, just the simple default smiley, somewhere on my body. Probably a leg. Or somewhere on this arm. Not above getting it somewhere on this arm. Could do it like somewhere on this arm. I'd do it. I've played enough of this game. I have 2 Portal tattoos, and I've played Portal for like a total of 100 hours, I would say. Played way more Dwarf Fort. Might as well. Base tat or no balls? Congrats, I have no balls then, by your logic. It just means I have to have, like, a cupcake next to me while I get a tattoo. It's the nice thing about diabetes is it's a potential constant frequent medical emergencies that can be solved with a cupcake, so. Need sweets. Diplomat cannot complete his train. Well, I wonder why. There's fucking zombies outside. Jesus. My poor pigs. Zombies aren't trap avoid, are they? Could just cage trap them. Does diabetes affect one's ability to do physical tasks? No, but it also doesn't really affect my ability to Google things. And so if you want to know detailed information about type 1 diabetes, I recommend using Google. It'll get you much further than asking me perplexing questions. It's all good. It's just like, yes, but no, but also like, just go Google it if you're actually interested. All right, let's do that. Tech of it is so cool to you. This tech of it's fucking horrible. If you think the tech is cool, you don't have diabetes. This tech is fucking horrible. Which is also another reason why you don't want to get me on that road. All right. Let's do this. Any decent above ground plants except sunberries? All variety is good. Dwarves like variety. It doesn't matter what it is, value-wise. Dwarves like variety. What's the siege? It's several intelligent undead and then necromancers, which is why I'm not fighting with them. Zombo's still hopping around. Yep. I mean, it's 2 corpses. Which I think it's just 2 corpses now. I should be able to catch them. Oh shit, we got a whole bunch of visitors. I should be able to catch them in cages. So we're gonna try and do cage traps. Actually, is what we're gonna try and do. Why has everybody been making 2 Girls, 1 Cup references recently? Like, where did this come back? Why are we back here? I thought as a society we'd moved on, but apparently not. Because all of a sudden it's like twice a day I'm seeing 2 Girls, 1 Cup references. I had 2 dwarves, 1 fort yesterday, and now 2 corpses, 1 mug. It's like, why are we still here? Like, what happened? Are you guys all that traumatized by a shitty scat video? What the fuck? It's just kind of funny to me. It's like, why does this shit come back? Come on. I'll never forget that day, and it was horrific, but like, Jesus Christ, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to turn, or not tomorrow because I'm not streaming tomorrow, but Saturday I'm going to turn on, the first thing I'm going to see in my chat is, you lost the game. I mean, come on. The hell? What year is it? Wasn't even real poop. Fuck. Just like, you son of a bitch. Just get mad at Metalhead, all right? Just get mad at Metalhead. Wood cage. Let's just make 10. 3 months, dude. It's been, wait, 3 months? I haven't thought about that shit in years. Rock mechanisms. There we go. You had a good 10-year streak? Really? That long? Jeez. There's a YouTuber I know who will randomly just like put that full screen. Like, there's a YouTuber I watch who does like synthesizer reviews that are just like 80% memes. And well, it's more like synthesizer critiques. But anyway, he'll just like put "I lost the game" just like flashing text in the middle of the screen. So it's like, that's really weak for me. 11 deer. Thank you very much for that tier 1. Cheers, friend. It's like Seinfeld and throwing up. I mean, or do they just roam the map, the besiegers? They just roam the map. The humans kind of like cluster up as a crew together and wait for you to come out to them. But generally they just roam the map, killing whatever they can find and breaking whatever they can find. Although that stuff's going to get improved with the siege update. All right, yeah, I actually have to make a mechanics table probably. How goes Dorfin? Oh, not bad. Making a pretty badass thing, I like to think. It's looking pretty cool. How's stuff turnip? Quite happy with this. Got some basic minecart stuff set up. Just moving some boulders around. Yeah, working on stuff. There's some zombies outside, so we're hiding inside like a bunch of bitches. But, you know, is what you do. Military's training slowly down here. Started this fort this morning, so it's not bad for one day's work. We got a ways to go. Multi-layer entrances. I kind of want to do more multi-layer stuff. I'm thinking about doing like another one that's like down here or something. Taverns up top. Yeah. It's called the Copper Nut. I didn't name it. The dwarves did. So get mad at them if you think the name is funky. But yeah, that's the Copper Nut, our lovely tavern with the complete with the dead fluffy ramblers everywhere. And then down here we have all of our temples, which are glorious. That's long-term planned, Zinj. Long-term planned. Let's actually just place statues. I don't know if I... okay, I do have more statues. Not many. Okay, I have 2 statues. All right, let's just... rock statue. Okay, let's just do 100 of those. I need statues. Statues, statues, statues. All right, let's do steel helms. Fuck. Still used to the old hotkeys far too much. It's sad. It's fine. Let's do steel breastplates. And steel low boots. What? Oh, high boots it is. Compared to the free one? Well, the free one hasn't been updated yet, so it wouldn't be a fair contest because they're pretty different games right now. Well, once the free version gets updated, then probably. I mean, it's literally going to be exactly the same game sans graphics, right? So it's getting the same mouse stuff and everything. Like, it's kind of not worth doing. I mean, if I were to do something like that, it would basically just be clickbait. I mean, Classic is just going to look like this. Hold on. And should be out sometime in the next few weeks. Like, there's no reason to talk about how this is... Am I above clickbait? Generally, yeah. Like, most of my titles are exactly what you expect it to be. I don't really make videos that don't need to exist. And I feel like that wouldn't need to exist. Classic is getting the exact same treatment. Also, the ASCII is going to be ported into this game, and I've seen a different branch of this game, which I don't have access to, where you can literally just go to settings and then turn at like graphics on and off. ASCII on, ASCII off. Looks fine to me, gentle fish. Why are you oofing about that? What? They're still working on DFHack. DFHack needs to be updated for this version and the other version. So 5.0 is very different than 47.0.5. They're working on it. But it's going to take a while because a lot of stuff's getting redone. Actually, probably what would happen is I would get a lot of comments from people who've been watching me for a while going, Blind, are you okay? Because I don't really do clickbait at all. There would just be a lot of people being like, dude, what? I mean, are we really going to start making, like, ASCII references like that? Because, like, I'm the guy that can play with any tile set. Over here, we're going to make garbage disposal and refuse stockpile. Yeah, no, totally dubs him. Absolutely. Mine slams clickbait users. Oh. Just one of them square? Yeah, same. I don't really like the rectangle ASCII. But I do like ASCII. I mean, I played this game for years with an ASCII tile set. Like, I like ASCII. Ranger's been found dead, dehydrated. Well, he did go insane not too long ago, so that's not too surprising. I always played straight vanilla. I never played with Therapist or with DFHack installed. I always had a version with DFHack so I could like check for bugs, but I never played with either of them. I never found them to be particularly useful. Just, I found they did one thing and they made the game crashy, and I don't like crashy games, so. I can count the number of times I've had crashes in the last year in various versions of Dwarf Fort, and it's like in the single digits. Whereas other people are like, yeah, this game crashes so much. It's like, I literally never have crashes. And I'm convinced that it's because I played vanilla. Yeah, memory editors do have a way of doing that. So it's like, I like stable game. I don't Like, the extra perks just never were worth it, and I feel even more that way now. So, I know it irritates some people, but let's just queue up some more rock mechanisms. And, traps. Cage trap. FG had her first crash. This game's way more stable than many AAA titles. Yeah, but people are, I swear that people are harder on Dwarf Fortress for, like, its performance than most games, which perplexes the hell out of me, and I don't know why. Like, I never see, like, I streamed, like 500 hours of City Skylines, and I didn't see one person complaining about how that game runs. But, like, I get maybe a dozen questions a day about why this game runs poorly, and it's like, doesn't, though? It runs pretty well considering what it's doing. I honestly, I think it's the graphics. Like, people look at it and they go, oh, it's simple. It should run well. It's like, well, yes and no. But I don't know. My rants at people asking the same question over and over, like, there's a reason when people are just like, is this multi-threaded yet? In my chat, I'm just like, I'm not even going to respond to it anymore. Chat, you guys can deal with it. And just, I can't be asked anymore. There was a point in my life where I could, but once you hit 50 plus dwarves, that's abnormal. The dead fluffy wamblers look so goofy. Like, genuinely, they look so silly. Someone legit said that with the graphics this simple, why would it be able to lag when FG got into a fight with a Forgotten Beast? Man. I mean, I've seen this game. I guess just suffers from some pretty serious backseat game dev, which is unfortunate because, like, I've spoken with Zach and Tard many times in my life, and like, it's gotten to the point now where it's just like, if there's a question about multiplayer or like multi-threading, I just delete the question if I'm gonna be doing it in an interview, because there's just no reason to cover it. It's like, the answer is going to be the same. The answer is no and no. And like, they get those questions so often that it's just like, yeah, they're just like, yeah, thank you for just not asking those questions. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Exactly. An ironic cringe. Why would people want multiplayer? You tell me. Like, I'm still trying to figure that one out. I don't know. You have a vampire? You asked your chat history. Asked in my chat history, and she's outside, and she's closed hatch, but I can't, like, expel her? You can't click this button and say go away? Why can't you expel her? I want someone else to ruin my fort. I'm sick of having to do it myself. That's, I mean, maybe. Turns out a lot of people don't know what they're talking about on the internet. You know what's funny? Is this chat room was actually largely part of the reason why OpenRCT has multiplayer. This is what this stream got started for, and it kind of slowly over time ruined the game for me. All right, we now have a trash bin. Why is there blood on the floor? That seems bad. Okay. Raw meat, what kind of dwarf would you like? You can buy dwarfs only once every 45 minutes, Arch. Oh, are they a noble? Well, because if they're a noble, you can forcibly remove them from nobles. Let's click on their name up here. You just want a miner? I can absolutely do a miner for you. Beard or no beard? Beard or no beard, Rami? The item they like, light, is what makes them pick whether or not they do that. There you are. Sweet. Rami! You're 60 years old. You're married to Asmil, 7 treaty, and you have 2 lovers. You felt wonder upon communing with the perplexing cat of Seers in a dedicated temple. Personally, you have great intuition and a deep well of patience, amazing spatial sense, and very good focus, and a good kinesthetic sense. Dislike abstract discussions and would much rather focus on practical examples. Does not generally respond to emotional appeals, and you are assertive. He is moved by art and natural beauty, and he is troubled by this, since he dislikes the natural world. He enjoys the company of others and tries to do things correctly each time, and could be considered rude. He does not reveal personal information, and he could be a bit stubborn in changing his mind about things, and generally acts impartially and is rarely moved to mercy. He doesn't often experience strong cravings or urges. Needs alcohol to get through the working day. His wife is not named Asmel. Asmel? Your wife's name is Asmel, TK. He personally values honesty and doesn't really feel strongly about the law and dreams of mastering a skill, and this dream was realized. He likes gypsum plaster, sterling silver, rhodolite, clear glass, giant osprey leather, and the color dark scarlet. Coins and candle nuts, and for their nuts. You like candle nuts for their nuts. Great. And the sound of the Owl of Rains and the sight of the secrets of right, and when possible, prefers to consume bat ray and gutter cruer, and you absolutely hate jumping spiders. You're crying? Well, someone needs to, generally when I speak. You're a former member of the Coven of Silmer and a former member of the Urns of Vigor. And these days, you're a member of the Civilization of the Nourishing Candles. And I need to read some nonsensical words that are unrelated to what I just read. So hold on a second while I scroll down the thingy on the Discord to read the thingy. Which you guys can type in right now while I scroll up a little bit just to give you guys a head start. Discord, !Discord, add a word stories room, 1 word at a time. If it's all just curse words, I won't read them. Orby retired fortresses now for clowns again. Rusty wheels squeak a little orb, fortunately. Oh, wow. Cubes have no overwhelming ability to scream. You can also add words while I'm not reading. Gotta love gutter cruer? Sure. Did I not make those cages? I made 4. Why no cage and cage trap? The fuck? Dang. Could probably... Actually, hold on. What are these 2 undead? What are they wielding? Bronze mace? You know... I'm gonna be ballsy, chat. We're gonna send my military out and just try and fight them. Oh no. Oh no. They're not intelligent undead. They're just undead. They're having a hard time killing my cows, so. Well, they did kill that human up there. We'll see. No, don't defend a burrow. Go stand here. And, Save scum we won't tell anyone. Dwarves, you're supposed to... Oh, it's not everybody's assigned to this. Not every... Fuck. It may also be visitors. Actually, I'm pretty sure they're visitors. Yeah, literally, they're both visitors. Run away, visitors! Alright, where are these zombies? Okay, well, there's one over here. Kick its face. Alright, well, let's follow this guy. Moving real slowly. And dead. Well, that was easy. I guess they got enough training in. Anyway, one dead. Let's go find the other one. Oh, well, I guess they already killed the other one. They punched it? Oh, wait, no, that was a goblin thief. Beard Dwarf is fighting. Stabbed the goblin maceman corpse in the head. Yep, stabbed him to death and says, I cannot stand by. This might require an answer. The last final hit was the maceman corpse got stabbed in the head with a steel spear, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Well, that was easy. Sweet. Babies in combat? Babies are always in combat. Damn right. Piece of cake. Severing limbs by stabbing them? I mean, if you stab them right through the neck, I'm sure it would go flying. You had a 21 pop fort and the elves got to trade in a migrant wave, taking pop up to 40. Not bad. Not bad at all. I gotta say, I really appreciate the people that are referring to, like, stating that my videos should either be on the wiki or in the game. It's ridiculously flattering. Is the easiest way to put it. It's so goddamn flattering. How big is the limb? Yes. It's not a bad idea. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with it, but it's certainly not something that needs to happen. Thieves? Kobolds? Yeah, we'll let Flibberiblis. Oh no, never mind. He might not make it. This dwarf's going after him. I don't believe I've ever actually had a kobold successfully steal something from me. Koboldies? You know, fun fact when it comes to the wiki, one of my videos actually got a change made on the wiki, which is the fact that they have details as to how the Cobalt language was written. That's all thanks to me. Because it was first discovered during one of my interviews with Tarn, where Tarn states that that's how they talk to cats. Like, yeah, this is how me and my brother used to talk to cats. It's like, really? For real? Hold on a second. What? I understand that you don't feel like your viewer... you understand you don't feel like your views in the past few months matter, but to be very clear, you are the top search results for Dwarf Fortress, and people who don't watch you still know who you are. That shit's wild to me, dude. It's wild. Like, think about this from my perspective. I'm just a dude playing video games on the internet, talking at his monitor. It's really difficult for me to comprehend that people know who I am. Child snatchers. All right, those need to die. Those need to die. Think of the children. Defend the children. Kill the child snatchers. Smack them to death. Both of them deserve one thing, and that is spear to the face or the noggin, whichever comes first. Please tell me none of them got kids. Yeah, damn it. Yeah, so far none of them got kids. Oh my god, they are making it into the fort, though. Okay, you're dead. There we go, it's one down. Swordsdwarf stabs the thief in the upper right arm with his steel sword, tearing through the... Okay, well, it's got it. Go get him, Warfu. Go stab him. Chase him. Terrified while in conflict. I mean, you're winning, so... Wouldn't be too worried. All right, we're going to need to do some digging. We're going to need to do some scouting by digging. I don't want to be the most famous people, don't worry. That is not one of my goals in life. I mean, right? Arch? I don't know if you're learning anything. I don't know if staring at my layouts are, like, teaching you shit these days, but I'm sure you're probably able to pick up stuff now instead of just, like, vaguely understanding what you're looking at. Are you a dwarf and you're digging a hole? Picture point? All right, so we are going to dig down for a little bit. Is that a aquifer? Ah, okay. They're just for drinks and meals. Or whatever, really. It doesn't actually matter what they store. As long as they're storing something. You're eating ground beef, and white rice and hot chili oil. Ooh, that's good. Love me some chili oil. She made some, about that much homemade chili oil out of a bunch of my homegrown chilies. Very good. To what extent does the fortress interact with the outside? People can come and visit, learn things, read things, steal items, attack me, try and take it over. People in my fort can be expelled and then go and live somewhere else and exist in the world. Anything that we kill can't attack anything else on the outside because it's dead. You can go steal items. You can demand people bring you shit for free. Well, all kinds of things you can do. People can steal your kids, and then your kids can attack you. There's lots of ways that you can do. And then when you have access to adventure mode, you can do even more, because then you could go be an adventurer, and you could go visit multiples of your old fortresses and then come back. Like, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Like, it's really expansive, the shit you can do. Migrants have arrived? Hell yeah. Let's see how many of these bedrooms are actually claimed. Not many of them. Perfect, which means I can just go and make more bedrooms. Oopsies, I did not mean to put a second one in there. But yeah, I don't know. I think, to quote Frog for Hire, my demeaning inability to actually comprehend my own renown and fame is endearing and frustrating. And it is for me too. I can't, or rather, I've never really been able to wrap my head around any of the reach I've had over the years. And I went from, you know, being a guy that maybe 20,000 people heard the voice of per month to suddenly now, let's see, 1.6 million YouTube views, and I don't actually know how many on Twitch, probably a couple 100,000. And that's a lot. So it's going to take me a bit to actually gain enough ego to be able to acknowledge that. How do you attract migrants? Sell things to your home faction when they come to trade. Give them a lot of value for free. It's because you actually have good knowledge of the game. And, like, connections with the developers, you know? Like, Tarn Adams kind of brushed me off when this happened, but it's just, like, Zach and Tarn, when I saw them last at PAX, kept on basically, like, just saying, hey, thanks for what you do, because, like, I don't know how much traffic I was sending them before, but, you know, I was kind of it was basically me and Krug Smash, right? It was like, we were the ones with reach. And there was nobody else really with any reach. It was me and Krug Smash. And now I guess it's me, Krug Smash, plus like a couple dozen other people that are really gaining reach now off of this whole thing. Got a Dwarven child in a fey mood. Which direction did you run in? Oh, okay, let's just find it in here. Claims a craft store shop, I think. You've been watching my Steam news since it was announced? Yep. No, I mean, okay, already gained everything he needs. What'd you grab? Kesserite and a precious fire opal. Well, it'll be valuable. Whatever it ends up being. Need to watch more DF before you dive in more? Yep. It's understandable. Fortunately, there's actually a lot of DF to watch now. There hasn't been one for a while now. Is Something Awful even still around? For some reason, I thought that site was offline. Or am I confusing them with NeoGAF now? Might be confusing them with NeoGAF. Goons are eternal. Even if they have a new headquarters. Still eternal. Got water melt or melt dry up yet? Yep, it did. So this diplomacy symbol is bugged. It's because I missed talking the diplomacy. Oh shit, Kesserite Crown. I think we're gonna give that to the mayor. But yeah, I will try my damnedest to not talk down about myself as much. It's something that chat's been yelling at me to do for a while, but I think now I actually might need to listen. You know what I mean? It's like, shit, I think I might actually have to listen. DOS Tactic is starting back up? Yeah, no, he's been back on Dwarfs. It's been nice to see him back, to be honest. He was gone for a really long time, but Dwarf Daddy's back. Any way to build an elevator thing? Make a really, really, really deep pit, and either use a one-tile minecart to dump things down the pit, or use minecarts to push it up. Minecarts to push it up would probably be the fastest. So you can just do stupid stuff. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, if you just want to, like, spawn stuff into existence and goof off and play in Sandbox, you can do that way. The Dwarven child has created Odur, a Kesserite crown, and claims it is an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Tunkardrach. That name required a lot of phlegm. It's worth 5,000 something, Zethal. This is a Kesserite crown. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of trillion-cut precious fire opals, and this object menaces with spikes of Kesserite. Cute. I'm a fan. Going to assign those 2 rings and that crown to the mayor. And captain of the guard, you get a mug. Once we get a captain of the guard, of course. Student after learning dodging, worried after being unable to acquire something for too long. At least you're enjoying your learning. Alright, so this squad, they've been training for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to schedule. I'm going to give them monthly... Actually, let's just give them staggered training. Let them train sometimes and then not train other times. God, I love that the... That's so fucking cool that these work now. So fucking cool. Like, holy shit, armor stands working. Like, wow. What a time to be alive. More kids are born, yay. Yeah, they work. If you set them to store their stuff in there and they have armor stands in there, they will store their stuff in there. You just can't have a weapon stockpile. If you have a weapon stockpile or an armor stockpile, they will remove them from them and put them on the weapon stockpile. So if you don't have a weapon stockpile set up, they work. Another kid? Good lord. Got so many children in this fort. It's insanity, man. Speaking of kiddo, can you not play make-believe on the Atom Smasher? Like, dude. Like, please, come on. Like, seriously, can we not? Risky kid. It's a risky playtimes. He leaves and comes back. This fucking guy. Okay, hold it. Oh. Okay, let's just lock this door. Pull the lever. Pull the lever. I was tempted to. All right, bang. There you go. Gosh. Kids these days, you know? All about the adrenaline rush. All right, how deep have we gone? How deep have we gone? What? Oh, did I hit more water? Yep, hit more water. Huffing miasma. Kid's just way too into the miasma. It's going to be a monster one day. Just getting himself scarred up early so that he's good for it when he doesn't need it later. Any more coal? Looks like he's hotbox. You know that if the dwarves could smoke, that's the place the kids would go to hotbox, would be the Atom Smasher room. It's like, oh, no one will catch me. I'll be in here for 10 minutes while I just quickly. What's up? Just wanted to say thank you for all the tutorial videos. Thank you for watching. Seriously, means a lot. Like it's been a wild, like, I feel like I should be thanking you guys for watching them as much as you guys thank me for making them, so. They ain't going anywhere and I'm going to keep making them. We're on a mountain biome. Mountain biomes make them weird. Aquifer. Hey, we found a cavern. Look at that. Whoa. Ooh, that's a shallow cavern. Cool. Let's just seal this puppy up, shall we? Looks like the back rooms. You know, I'll be honest, I've never been heavily into SCP stuff. Like, I'm familiar with it. I was always a creepypasta kid. I never quite graduated to SCP from creepypasta. Chachamel, thanks for the 5th month. Welcome back. Cheers, friend. Fireworks IRL with the Prime. Cheers. Backrooms are, like, part of SCP. At least I was always under that impression. Just making sure that you get back in. God, I love this music. It's been wild, Satchmo. It's been wild. It's one of my favorite tracks on here. So good. Are you for real? Oh my god. You know how you guys were talking about Aquifers? Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Hold on a second. It's a really big hole. Wow, okay. Try to drain it out? Well, I was just gonna, like, literally dig a drain across here. You'll see what I mean. I've got an idea. It's gonna not be happy with me for a second here. You started this game for the first time, already flooded your fortress, and this is giving you stress? Oh, that's fine. Watch. We got this. Gotta keep those priorities up. Okay, maybe not. Gotta slow it down a little bit. God, I wish that the expansive cavern music would play longer. Gotta say, I can't remember the last time I flooded a fort, so I say that with way too much confidence. Chat probably does, though. Did script those stairs pretty bad, though. This is just an unplanned shower. It's fine. Like, see, they're getting misted. Look at that. They love it. 2010? Definitely no. I flooded a fort last year. I accidentally dropped a pillar through my moat. And it went through the floor beneath my moat and went straight down through my crafting room, my bedroom layer. And it was like my crafting room, my bedroom layer, and my storage. And everything just like insta-fucking flooded. And I spent like 20 minutes like sitting there like fiddling with it, trying to like drain it, and then just kind of went, fuck it, and made a new fort. Anthropopathagic! Thank you very much for that raid. Chat, can I get a round of beers for the raiders? And Picture Point, can you type in /shoutout and then Anthro's name, please? That'd be very nice of you. I know that you're lurking, so you're a mod. You get to work for once. No freeloading for that sword. You gotta pay your taxes here by typing a thing in for me. Well, I don't have to tab out. Have we hit the circus yet? Gosh, I can at least look at the elevation number. This fort I started this morning. Man, give streamer a break. Gosh, look at all that water. Oh, that's the wrong button. Might actually be filling up too quick. Fine then, game. If you insist on this. That I can do. It's the shower tunnel. It's the tunnel where you're forcibly given a shower. It's like when you go to prison, you go to the shower tunnel, yes. Not that I know anything about going to prison. Chat probably knows more about that than me. I've never been caught for any crimes that I've committed. That was always how I thought it was best to be a criminal, was just simply don't get caught. So the prisoners get rained on. Isn't that like a Chinese torture thing? They just like dribble water on your head. There you go. So now it'll just drain. Okay, so let's see where it's flowing in. It's flowing in from up here. So let's get this sealed, and we'll get this side sealed too. No, that's waterboarding. No, I'm talking about one droplet of water on your head. I don't know if it's one of those things that's like a actual thing or if it was just an urban legend, but it could be either. How do you track it down? Without adventure mode, it's almost impossible. Otherwise, that would be a quest that you would now go get from adventure mode. Good lord, this is a deep fucking cavern. Look at how deep it goes. Look at this fucking thing. This is ridiculous. It's insanity, man. What did Mythbusters say about it? I don't know if they did that one. I know that they did the will bamboo grow through somebody, and the answer is yes. Yes, it will. They did it? Okay. Well, there you go. And there we go. Ah, dang it. I don't think this will actually drain. let's just remove these lower layers. This is gonna be a pain in the dick to dig through. Like, this is why I recommend new players just don't settle on an aquifer. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. You'll hate yourself. And so you'll ask me, Blind, why are you settling on an aquifer? And I'll be like, because they're useful. They are. But my God, this is testing my patience. You know what's even better, chat, is I've stated that I'm going to pump lava up from underground. We're not going to do that, by the way. That plan's gone. I was thinking about it. No. Not with this here. Fuck that. I mean, I do know how, but it would take a very long time. So, unless you guys got like a week quitter, okay, fine. I'm not going to do that today. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. Today, no. No, not today. I'll think about it. I'll contemplate it. After a couple weeks, and maybe. After a couple weeks. And I need to sleep on it. Do you use macros much? No, not at all. Never. I didn't use them in the keyboard version, and I don't use them in this version. Fuck. Balls. The were-lizard Thathiel Galicia blah 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 has come. Something humanoid form. It is crazed for flesh and blood, and its eyes glow green. Its sepia scales are blocky and close set. You will know why you fear the night. All right, so I'm just gonna hold up. Just gonna queue this up, and they can figure it out. Where is this fucking thing at? Berserk? Okay, sweet. It is outside. Looks cool though. Look at this guy. It's a wear cooler. It's got a little blood driplet. Look at that. A little thingy hanging out of his. Maybe it's a tongue? Well. Shakanu, you might have just sacrificed yourself to the were critters. But if you get inside before it does, I'll let you live. Uh-oh. Oh, am I still streaming? By chat, answer Super Banana how I'm still streaming. I don't know. How am I? How do you think someone continues streaming? By not stopping? Would be my response? Drugs? No. I'm only on legal drugs like weed. You emptied a river about 10 floors into a new area, and then it runs 2 floors below and then runs out the edge of the map. Eventually, a viewing area starts to flood, or will flow. If it starts to flood, floors will fill up, yes. I need to pause the game immediately. Oh no, you got bit. Well, that's it, kid. Why did you come out, you moron? Gosh. Well, that's at least 2 dwarves dead. 2 dwarves dead? Let's see. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. So they decapitated it. Hold on a second. Grabs the dog. Grabs the dog. Bites the child. All right, so you, kiddo, here are bit. He looks so cute. Uh-huh. I think that miner just killed it without taking a hit. All right, so let's run through the kids. Shockholm has been bit. Okay, so were creature. Were creature. The miner is Strikes the were-lizard in the left foot with an iron pick, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Says, I have a part in this. This might require an answer. Scratches the were-lizard in the second finger with their left hand, and the severed part sails off in an arc. The miner strikes the were-lizard in the upper right leg with an iron pick, and the severed part sails off in an arc. And then the miner says, this is my fight too, though. This might require an answer. Strikes the were-lizard in the tail with her iron pick, and the severed part sails off in an arc. Says, I have a part in this. This might require an answer. The miner attacks the were-lizard in the right hand with her left foot, kicks it, bruising it. Screams again, this is my fight too. This might require an answer. This is my fight too. Blah, 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 blah. Severs a nerve by hitting it in the arm. Screams a whole bunch, and then I guess it died? Huh. Huh. And I think those were the only 3 in the fight, yeah? Yeah, it was just pigs and animals and then you. Well, no, they're named. We're not gonna euthanize them. But I am gonna need to lock them up. We don't have much time. Throw the kid from the cavern hole? Burn the child? Why do you guys want me to kill this child so bad? Huh. Locks me up, Jesus? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Don't move. Stay there. Stay put. Is there a way to tame them? I mean, not really. Sort of. Sorry, what? Oh, we are out of food, apparently. Like, just straight up out of food. Let's do a bunch of that. I've been paying way too much attention to this. I just butcher a shit ton of pigs. I blame all my visitors. Great. Resume these. Resume these. Resume that. I might run into trouble with this. Oh, God dang it. Okay, where are you headed? Have to go harvest plants, okay. Why do you look naked when you're harvesting plants? Oh, it's because you just took your clothes off to go put on different clothes. So it begins? No, it doesn't. That's because you're getting better gear. Alright, so I'm going to turn off chores. Snowing on me, it's annoying? It is. Alright. Stay there. Stop it. 100% lycanthropy. 1000% lycanthropy, actually. Stay there. There we go. Did you just lock yourself in there with her? No. Okay. I was gonna say. Point is, come on. Back up one. Okay, so I'm going to make a new burrow. I'm gonna make it right there. I'm gonna assign this kid to this burrow. Means you should move up one tile. When you idiot. All right, well, if you want me to continue being super picky, I'll continue being super picky. I will cancel that construction, and we will simply do it again. Redeem a dwarf Taurus. What kind of dwarf do you want? One. Begin construction. Begin construction. Come on, 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 gonna get over here and fucking fist this. There you go. Problem solved. All right, now that's sorted. Hebbity bubbity. I'm sorry. I look back at chat and the first thing I see is every sperm is precious. I'm sorry. What the fuck? Blind. I meant earlier you mentioned that cats die in taverns from drinking alcohol from their paws. It's an old bug. They don't do that now. Imagine if someone else became a werebeast from the girl and the clothes and the werebeast blood on it and the dwarf had a small wound or something. Yes, that doesn't work that way. One curious question. How do you make large cut gems? I don't know. I think it's a specific job that you do with these. It's like make large cut gems, but I always thought it was just like RNG. Like you cut gems and then they have a chance. A planter farmer? Tars. Beard or no beard? Tars. Yeah, I'm 1 in 10 gems is cut large. Is that how it works? Okay. Value is the difference. 5% of all gems are large. It's about the same as real life. All right. But Taurus, beard or no beard? Yeah, also we need booze. Exactly 5% of gems are large. I believe it. Brew drink from fruit. Brew drink from fruit. Elven caravan has arrived. I have 1 gem. 1 gem. A single gem. Maybe it's me. Oh, why? Those didn't go everywhere. Anyway, we have plenty of plants coming down, so. We need a food stockpile right down here for everything. Wait, actually, is this an everything food stockpile? Oh, okay, it is. I don't need this then. Look at the kid inside the column. Well, their clothes are all gone. I mean, did I miss a... I mean, it would be awkward if they just, like, you know, stopped being a were creature, right? Or if they weren't actually a were creature. There we go. We got drinks. You need to make sure you have a stockpile that they go into, and then, yes, they're automatic. It's not chance-based. If you're bit, you're bit. And she was bit, so... Which means her life is going to suck for the rest of her eternity. Can I engrave her walls as a kindness? I mean, I was going to give her a pick when she became an adult if she wasn't crazy by that point, but... Sure. Yeah, she's playing make-believe. They are really good insurance. I will say that. Your fort can't die if at least one dwarf's still alive, and she can't die now. Yep, as of this update, you can engrave constructed walls. Or as of version 5, I guess. Kind of a game changer, really. You got bit by what? A were lizard. No, she can't die from hunger. Let's see. Moon's about to be full. You're not the first person to make that joke today, Orange. Is there a way to use were creatures to your benefit? Not really. Yeah, there you go. Not really. They're very vampires are very useful. Were creatures, too much of a threat. They're too dangerous. But I do feel bad for them. Also, chat, this is just me being vain, but we are currently sitting at 1,899 subscribers, meaning I only need one more subscriber to hit 1,900. And we need 53 subscribers or subscriptions to get another emote. Check your primes. That's all I'm saying. Morning, Stone. Arch, thanks for gifting a sub. Cheers. But, Stone, check this out. We have a very sad little lady. It's a were creature. Real Gamer Cow, thanks for that tier 1. Arch, thanks for gifting out a sub. Jumper Maps, thanks for the prime. Wobble Fruit, thanks for the prime. Consum 3D, thanks for that tier 1. Massive thank you. Donos to your civ will in fact increase your fort's existence period. Also, oh geez, I can't even keep up now. Cyanide Jack, thanks for gifting a sub. Darsko Mac, thanks for the prime. We'll get an emote today if I have anything to say about it. Also, there's like the dead half of a were critter's corpse in there. Consumed? Oh, consumed. There you go. I got it. I see. Makes sense. Let's do this. Thanks for the 20 cents. Cheers, dude. Is it possible to surface you and then... I can't expel you until you're an adult without expelling your entire family. But if I do that, then unfortunately... if I do that, then you'll probably just come back. So what I will do is I will wait until you're an adult, and then I will give you your own pick and see if you can make your own fort. What's up, Addict? You came across my tutorials and you were planning on watching while playing in parallel, and you just got watching your tutorials and you're at episode 4, thankfully. And so in short, thank you. No problem. Episode 5 will probably be up on Saturday because I don't know if I'll get it done tonight. I will probably just do a couple short ones tonight, but I will record a bunch tomorrow because I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, so I will be recording a whole bunch tomorrow. Let's give the... actually, let's see what the damage is down in the bottom. Worst case scenario, I just make this... Yeah, you know what? We're just going to make this into a well, I think. let's just make this spot into a well right here. And not worry about it. You know? Like, that's just what we're going to... This can just be our well. That's fine. And look at this. This is a lovely well. Because I need to go around this. This whole cavern layer is a curse. But just as an update, because you guys did just throw a bunch of subs, we need 45 sub points to get another emote. 45. Haze caverns? Yeah, something like that. Jeez. The old men are winning? Oh no. That or oh my was the other thing I could think of. But Vegetables, thank you very much for that Prime sub. Cheers. Do mobs respawn in caves? I'm not entirely sure how the cave mechanics work, because all that stuff's new. Stuff attacking you. There's a limited population for everything in the world in Dwarf Fort, so if you kill the entirety of the population, nothing else of it can spawn. Astro Hunter, thanks for the 5 gift subs. Cheers, dude. So that is a thing. And also, Cano B5 or BS, I'm not sure. Thanks for the tier 1. And Meshur, thanks for the Prime. But as far as new emotes, I was going to make Crypt Wide Pog into a proper set of emotes instead of a BTTV emote. I'll leave the BTTV emote version up, so you guys can still have it on BTTV, but then you can use it on mobile and stuff until I can think of something better. Which is just goofy, but if I think of something better, then we'll use that. But I was just going to use that as a stopgap. Unless you guys end up liking that one, in which case we'll just use it. Yeah, more or less. You could theoretically do that if you wanted. Orange. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but, like, you could. To the trapped child's bedroom? I don't know. I guess I would need to unassign it. I hadn't thought about it, to be honest. Assuming she had a bedroom to begin with. Children tend to just, like, share a bedroom with their parents until they become old enough. Yeah, you can hide rocks with these buttons. If you don't want to see them. This game's already begun to affect you. The biggest effect this game has had on my life, aside from the obvious career, is this game makes it quite literally impossible for me to say the words craftsmanship and not feel like I'm saying the wrong term. Like, I am incapable of saying craftsmanship. at this point in my life. I don't know if any other Dwarf Fortress players encountered this problem, but it's a genuine issue for me. Craftsdwarfship is the only way I can say it now. It's like it's all other variants of that word no longer exist in my brain. It's like one is like not even remotely correct, but like I can't say it anymore. It's all of the highest quality, and naturally. My peasants has been taken by a Feymood. It's good, they'll gain skills. This is ridiculous, man. Also 46 of points. I have a feeling we'll squeak past that far at some point, but even if we don't get it today or if we don't get it at all, I just want to say thanks, everybody. Seriously. Like, a week ago, you know, we were at 450 subs. Oh. Crazy. i7-4770K processor, 3060 or 3070, and 64 gigs of RAM and a stupid amount of hard drive space is my specs. I don't list it because, like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Feels weird to do that. I've never fully understood why people do. Apparently people want to know what your specs are all the time. But most of the strange and Feymoods you're getting are on children because idle dwarves are more likely to get them.
For everyone!
That's why. Kids are more often idle. DF is the way. Maybe for rendering, but that's honestly like the only logical reason I can like fathom to pick up one of those. It's for rendering. Ooh. Kib, the peasant, has created Veslush Hattumral. Pig bone shield. I can smell it with my PC as well. No, but it's heating the room that I'm in. It's quite nice, actually. Chat, thanks for the 15 subs and 24 bits. Appreciate you. You guys are very kind. Is that a Project Zomboid noise? No, but it probably came from a similar sound pack. There's a lot of public sound packs that are quite common to find. A bunch of people were saying that that noise is very similar to a few other sounds that they've heard in other games. And it's like, yeah, there's a bunch of very common sound packs out there. Unless somebody typed an exclamation point stab, in which case I didn't even hear it. Oh yeah, no, that was a Project Zomboid noise. They're talking about the this thing. This is a pig bone shield. Our craftsmanship is of the highest quality. On the item is an image of Bembul Roadbeak, in the dwarf in pig bone. On the item is an image of a tapered silver dolomite hammer in Kesserite. I kind of want this dwarf, Kib, to join my military. And let's see if you'd be any good, actually. Hold on. He'll strong surges and seek short-term rewards. Doesn't seek out excitement. He's quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. He only forms tenuous emotional bonds with others. And he often feels nervous and can handle stress, and he doesn't often feel envious of others. Preferences, values, dreams of mastering a skill. All right, this dwarf is going to start a squad. Name is Kib. You're a bone carver. And he's going to use his own shield. May have gone past him. There he is. No relevant skills. Well, that's fine. Back to squads. You equip details. New shield. Specific shield. That one. Name that dwarf after you? I don't do that. Gotta keep it fair, dude. Train. Going to go equip stuff. Gonna go grab his own shield and probably a helm. We'll see you Saturday. If I see you then, drop a communist, and we'll see you when we see you. Cheers.
Over here, he has a sword!
Spear, actually. Except for this dwarf, who's got a bronze mace. He's got himself a helmet. Felt empathy, satisfied after creating an artifact. Satisfied upon improving bone carving. Another kid, oh my god. I do really like the way the soldiers look. I think the soldiers look awesome. It's one of my favorite bits of sprite work in this game. Yeah, no, we killed them. We waited until the necromancers left, and then we killed the remaining zombies. The zombies themselves, not the biggest threat. It's honestly mostly the necromancers that can just resurrect them every time that are the threat. Are there any jurists in this fort? One. I see one. A lot of unibs. This fortress currently contains, from a quick glance, and I don't see very well, one jurist. They can wear a lot of layers. It is known. What's a jurist? It's a first name for a dwarf. It is the most common dwarven name. It's like Mike. Do you have any Mikes in your fort? How many Mikes do you work with? Christmas Cthulhu. I like that name. Love the YouTube videos. Hell yeah, Omnishots. So thank you for watching. Yeah, it's like naming like somebody a John Smith, yeah. A dwarf named jurist is so it's just the most generic dwarfy name for this particular flavor of dwarves. You're a Mike? My dad's a Mike. There was one point where I worked with 6 Gregs, and I was one of them. It was a weird couple of years. It's like a Steve, you know? Or like a Chris Evans kind of thing. Like, what's a generic name? It's more like an Alex since it's unisex? I mean, so then it's more like Mohammed then, actually. Wouldn't it? Or probably some other unisex name. Billy? Anyway. What's wrong with you? You're upset. Sue? Me? What? Maybe we're through it? Nope, not quite. That, or it's just that little bit that's still dribbling. Finish the first phase of giant fort. Should I make every details for every type of job or best for best results, or with the best skills to prioritize jobs that they're good at? I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want at this point. I mean, if you want to be super granular about things, go nuts. The thing that I find with being super granular about a fort, though, is every single time I get to the point where things can be super granular and things are working properly, something shows up and throws a wrench into the whole system that breaks it all. And it stops functioning, and it's really annoying if you spent a long time setting it up. So I usually don't, just because I expect things to go south at some point. So no matter how good things are, I just kind of expect that they're going to fail inevitably. And just kind of want to dig through here and just take a peek. Let's see how deep this cavern hole goes. Got an instrument in there. There's only one. Making your own instruments is extraordinarily difficult. I would usually say if you want to make an instrument, buy one first, trade for one, and see what parts it needs from that, because it's super difficult to be 100% certain what they actually need. Oh my god, I still can't see the bottom of it. That's crazy. Holy shit, this cavern layer, man. This is an absurdly big cavern. Cave fort? No, I mean, we've already got a more badass fort than a cave fort, but... I kind of like Dwarf Fortress's weird-ass instruments. There's a lot of... I don't like it when people name mods better something, because it's just like, I don't agree that that's better. That's different. Different is cool. Like, if you want to call it new instruments or something. Nintendo presents new instruments, then sure. Fair enough. That's fine. Better? I don't know. That's a matter of perception. Unfortunately, you have to click through all 200 dwarves. Open X. I missed the general alerts. And want them back. Yeah, I know, right? Although I have hope, and the reason I have hope is we complained loudly, and Tarn gave us this lovely, 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 lovely click button. One single button to move everything from one, or construct everything with one button. So the fact that he gave us that gives me hope that we'll be fine. This car alarm's going off outside. That doesn't sound good. Not always. I mean, like... There's like the improved icons mod, which I don't actually think it makes the UI better. I've already rebound a bunch of my keys, so to me directly, actually, it makes it worse because it just puts incorrect icons on things. It's like I've been looking at a few mods, and like none of them I would really describe as necessarily better. A lot of different straight up just preferences. Who's the angry dwarf? Probably the kid stuck in a wall. Nope. It's just that woodcrafter who's pissed off for some strange reason. The clicking made your wife mad at you? Oh no. Oh my god. Okay. Is it literally... It goes all the way down to just this tiny little hole. Holy shit. This is a wild fucking cave system, man. The best part is I'm filling it with water slowly too, I think. Yeah, I'm like mostly certain I'm filling it with water slowly. It might be drying faster than I'm filling it though. It's just so crazy looking. I've never seen one like that. Imagine there was a dragon at the bottom. Just imagine it. I'll imagine it. Why fill it with water? Oh, because I'm draining another stairwell that I failed because this is a really obnoxiously deep aquifer at the top of it. And so it's just gonna continue filling it forever. I've never imagined dragons in my life, actually. Where do you walk to? Where do you walk to? In a similar one near Fort in the Steam release, the hole went all the way down to the third cavern. Cool. Anyway, we just discovered a downward passage and a deep expanse of deep underground. Thatcher, protect the children. All right, well, time to grab both squads. No, don't have them patrol. We're going to kill both of these guys. Get them, boys. Also, I'm seeing so many more snatchers. Well, I'm not sure where they went. But there's a boot there. Actually, a nice boot. I love just like kill goblins order. Get him! Come on! Got him. Perfect. Terrified while in conflict, but doesn't feel anything upon experiencing trauma. Hang in there, Dwarf. You'll be fine. Before the ban, before the ban was placed? Yeah. That'll definitely happen. Common reason for loss of dwarven life is accidental export. So chat room. I think today has been a phenomenal stream. I'm not quite done yet. We're going to stream another game for a little bit, a very short period of time. But I just want to say, I think we're done with Dwarves for the day. Mostly because I'm starting to hit that wall of like, I need to build this, I need to do this, and I'm going to be on for another 4 hours. We've done about 10.5 hours of Dwarves today, which I think is a good chunk of time. I do really love the look of it. Like, let's just do an overview of what we've done today. This is all done today, by the way. This has been a very exciting fortress so far. We've had many different events. We got attacked by necromancers. The dead walked, and we hid while we still could. We've fought with many rounds of snatchers, like at least like 10 rounds of snatchers. We've had kobold thieves and various visitors. We got this lovely multi-layer design. We've got some minecarts rolling around. And all the way up on the surface, I think when we come back on Saturday, we're going to start working on a wall up here and building this. So we're also going to try and get an artificial waterfall going through our tavern up here and maybe out the back somewhere, or like down through here and like in through here. That, or we could just make an actual like proper, what's it called? Like windmill setup for an actual like mist generator, which we could also do theoretically. We also have this waterfall here that we need to do something with at some point because it looks badass. And so yeah, I'm very happy with this fort. I think it looks rad, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. So what I'm going to say, chat. What happened with the minecart fort? Were creatures. So chat, I am going to stream a little bit of a different game for